Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Lisa Takes Stuff Out of Boxes featuring
Dawny.
I mean, look at me today. I'm so fancy. It's because I've just done
Fancy.
an unboxing drug call, and this is one of the outfits I bought, and I love it. Good old Zara. That'll be on my Instagram. Right. We are away from this week, which we are very excited about. Wednesday. Go to Formentera. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Our favourite. So we're going to smash through this. I know we've had to be quite quick recently, and I'll tell you why. Oh, sorry, Dawn, did you want to put that in? We're going to smash box through this. I think I told you, but next door I have an extension, and every time we need to film, we have to say to Luan, please, can we just not have any noise for like 20 minutes, half an hour? So he said yes for 15 minutes for this video, so we'll do our best. And let's start with this. Smashbox. Where have they been all our lives? I used to love Smashbox. Oh, and a Bobby. Did I get that for Auntie Deb? That's her favourite mascara.
That was in there.
Oh, maybe then. Anyway, Smashbox. Is there any notes?
Nope, that was
okay. Okay. We've got some glosses.
That's why that confused me a little.
Yeah. And some lip liners. Well, let's try this on. It's called Gem. I used to love they were the first to create that blush, which is your pH balance that turned pink.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
They were like the first. I've got to say, the packaging looks a bit cheap. Do you think? Compared to how it used to be. Like, I don't know how much this stuff is now, but Smashbox was always like a really premium brand. So, anyway, doesn't mean the products aren't going to be good. Nice. It's a lip gloss. Yeah, it's a lip gloss. Nice. It's not sticky. It's a nice colour. Yeah. I need to look into a bit more into what Smashbox are up to these days. If anyone knows, put it in the comments for us. And if you remember any of their products that you loved, let us know. This is cute. Laura Mercier, like a big sweet. Oh, it's meant to be. I get it. It is a big sweet. How do we get in this then? Oh, this one. Huh?
The other side.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was a little thing that I left it for.
The what?
No, maybe there wasn't. I thought it was like a claw thing.
Oh.
And when it pops, but...
Oh, it's going to pop? No. Oh, shit. Well, we broke it now, haven't we?
It's fine.
We've done it. Okay, it's a green, mint green translucent powder. Right, I've got a sec. Is this for redness? I've got to say, guys, you may disagree with me. All of these colours of translucent powders that are coming out these days, from pinks to purples to blues to, mint green, I don't know how I feel about it. Because totally there's a place for some of them, particularly if you're creating like a creative look, like that pink or a lilac under the eye, if you want that kind of colour under the eye and that vibrancy. But for me, a good old plain translucent powder in the different shades sometimes, depending on the skin tone, great. But the colourful ones, let's see what they're saying this is for. Because I would love to know, and that's what I thought, colour correcting. Okay, so this targets redness. I need to try it because, again, I'm like, when anything is green and you're putting it on the face, I'm like, do you sometimes just still see a bit of green? But anyway, a fresh mint green innovation designed to visibly neutralise redness while delivering a smooth, softly diffused finish. What I will say is that Laura Mercier know how to do translucent powders because they are the OGs, and this will be really interesting to try. I wonder if we take a small one to Formentera with us, because in case, when you're in the heat, we get a little bit red, not from sunburn, just from the heat. And I think it'll be interesting if we can take the mini pot with us.
Yeah, I agree.
And try it and give it a go. Like there, you see how they have the translucent honey and the translucent deep? That's kind of what I would use, not like a rose or a mint, but never say never, because I might be like, oh my God, the rosacea, that's genius. So we'll give it a go. My Kitco, my favourite. You got that? Oh yeah. So my friends, Jane and Alex, own my Kitco, and they are the best. And they've been working on a new brush, 703, my Smooth and Perfect, that I think you're really gonna love. So let's have a look. I've got no doubt I love a little bit of my Kitco. Now, this isn't just for makeup artists, guys. These are for anyone, and they're such reasonably priced, brilliant makeup brushes. My kit is full of them. Right, Dawny, I'm going to get you to take that one off while I open this baby. Oh, this is so cute. 10 years ago, we had an idea that would become my Kitco. Today, we're celebrating 10 years of that dream of a slice of the cake. Look. I saw this brush when I went up to theirs. Come on.
I love it.
How fun is that? And then...
I can't see it on the website.
Oh, maybe it's sold out.
Right.
Wonder when we got this. We only got it recently.
Sure. Yeah, we got it recently, but I looked, but I couldn't see it on the website.
Oh, come on, I need this in the kit. Dawn's favourite.
Are you looking?
Look though, it's about... Okay, can I have it upstairs on the stand?
Absolutely.
It's so cute though to put your brushes in. I've got one of these in the kit already, but can I just swap it for this one? Because this is really fun. Look
You
at
can
it.
swap.
Okay, I can swap. Where's that brush? This one. This is a brilliant brush. Look at this. Oh gosh, so soft. That is for smoothing and perfecting. So great for powders, great for bases really. Beautiful. Check out their brushes. They're amazing. Not just brushes too. You don't have to be a makeup artist to have this kind of thing. How gorgeous is that on your dressing table? Stunning. Right, Jones Road. We have got some tinted moisturisers. I was with my friend Millie who's in PR the other day and she was saying, Lisa, have you tried these? I was like, no, I haven't. She's like, right. She said, I think you're going to like them because she knows I love a tinted moisturiser. Let's look at medium. Because like, I like a lot of the Jones Road stuff, but I don't like everything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a massive fan of all of the products. I really like, what was it the other day that I tried? The highlighters. I'm not a massive fan of like the foundation, normal foundation, or the kind of balm. It's great when you kind of work in it, but I think there's products that are easy to use that do a similar thing. That's just my opinion. But this is supposed to be amazing. So let's put some on the hand. Obviously it's created by Bobbi Brown, who is brilliant and was always an innovator.
See, I'm not a fan of tinted moisturisers, but I think that's because I've got oily skin. Do you think?
Maybe. Oh, this is beautiful. Look though, Dawn, that's more like a semi-matte.
That looks like it's, yeah.
So it's like, it's not shiny.
It doesn't look oily or...
Yeah, so it's not super
I'm
matte.
a bit scared of tinted moisturisers.
You should try that, because it's not super matte. That feels lovely. It just looks like your
Blends
skin.
in really well.
Yeah, that's really, really nice. Okay, well, we'll add it to the thing. We're going to try and film a couple of videos when we're away of things that we like. MD London, Michael Douglas, hairdresser. And this is the 9 heat and speed setting combinations for all hair. Now, Dawn, they told me they were sending one of these for you as well. Just so you know. So maybe they might be on one en route. How kind is that? So this is a really good weight.
Wow, it's only little.
So light. Wow, okay. That is so light.
Is it?
Feel it? Do you know who that'd be good for? Someone like your mum?
Oh my god, that would be brilliant. And do you know what? Genuinely, their hair dry is too heavy for her.
Yeah, that is super light. If you've got anyone who struggles with drying their hair and it aches or whatever reason, this is very, very light. But also, I feel like it's powerful. I've seen some really good reviews on this, but we'll have to try it. But yeah, good, isn't it?
Amazing,
And
yeah.
easy to pack.
Yes.
The shape of it, yeah, too. So MD London. We'll have to get Franny to give us a little review. That's Dawn's mum on that. Jo Malone, another Franny fave. Everyone's fave. Oh, lime, basil, and mandarin. Yum, yum, yum. So the ultimate summer scent. I actually really love their blossom. It's like, it smells like beach blossom. I'm wearing that a lot at the moment. I love that. So this captured a feeling of sun-drenched citrus trees and aromatic herbs carried on a cool, crisp breeze. Zesty lime and bright mandarin bring a burst of freshness, while peppery basil and white thyme add an unexpected twist.
That's really nice.
That's lovely, isn't it? If you like the smell of a fresh orange juice.
Yeah. I can't imagine many people not liking this.
Yeah, it's really nice. It is.
It's really nice.
It's very bright, vibrant scent. Like they say, perfect for summer. Maybe it's Maybelline. The PR said to me, would you like anything? I was like, please, can I have some more of these? These are my reliable mascaras for my kit. One of, but these for red carpet, this is the waterproof Sky High. First, it gives really long lashes. It does not budge, which in the heat, this is what we need. Oh, I sent it in blue. I haven't tried it in blue, but I love a blue mascara. And then we've got some of their Grippy primer, some of their Cloudtopia cheek and lip mousse. Actually, I'm going to take one of those. I don't really wear mascara on holiday, actually. And then we've got some of their Lifter Gloss, which we've tried before these ones, haven't we?
Yeah, you tried the hot one with the peppers, with the...
Oh, my lip was going to fall off.
Yeah.
But if you like that plumping sensation, they are fab. Sculpted by Amy. We love Amy. Oh, yes! We have got... So, oh, have we gone past 19th and 20th of June? Oh, yeah. They had an amazing service station pop up. But for now, oh, brilliant. This is shade 3 of the Cushion Foundation, which I adore, which I think will be perfect for me now. Brilliant, brilliant foundation. I've actually got it on now, not in this shade. I've got it down 2.75, and I thought, oh, I could go a bit darker. Like she knew. And then we've got the Bright Up Concealer, which is fantastic, and also the brush. For everyday essentials, sculpted by Amy. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, SkinCeuticals. Oh, okay. This I haven't tried, but I've heard great things. PTT Iox. Wrinkle modulating peptide serum improves the look of contraction lines, texture and radiance. And then their SPF 50 sunscreen, which is brilliant. Dawn, you love the matte version.
Honestly, if you've got oily skin, the matte version is amazing.
Well,
it's about £50, which I was quite impressed with. I thought it was more than that.
Did you?
But
yeah, SkinCeuticals is like a really premium brand. Does it last like a long time in the bottle?
It lasts so long. You don't need, obviously you need enough, but you don't need loads and loads and loads.
We'll take these with us as well. I was like,
yes please.
How many suitcases as well are we taking? Okay, Laura Geller, and look who that is. Frenchie from Greece. I love that. So this is Root Touch Up Hair and Brow Concealing Cream and Powder. So Root Touch Up covers greys, fills and sparse areas and helps hair and brows look naturally fuller in seconds. Oh look, beauty school dropouts. Wow, so she's gone in from makeup into hair now, but I suppose it is a form of makeup. To celebrate our first ever hair product, we teamed up with Didi Con, everyone's favourite beauty school dropout from Greece, because you don't need beauty school to touch up your roots. Very clever. So let's have a look. It's double-ended.
So it's a powder?
Well, yeah, they usually are if it's for the hair. Okay. So oh, that's clever though. Oh, look, it's in there. So then you pop it on. Oh, so it's kind of like a very dense powder. And then, oh, it's got 2 shades. Hair and brow concealer. Right, okay. Use this innovative applicator to build up areas of sparse or thinning hair and even temporary cover up greys instantly. Dab the cream directly onto the scalp or brow area to build coverage. For best results, prime the sponge applicator with several twists before applying. Set with a powder side for a long-lasting finish. Oh yeah, so that's a powder, that's a cream.
Right, okay.
I like that. I like the colour of the packaging as well. It's lilac. There we go. Nice to see brands kind of adding on more to their repertoire.
Good work.
Thank you. Ulta Maria. Maria, is that how you say it? Gorgeous packaging. Okay, let's have a look at this. This is a Sheer Sun Silk for Body SPF 50. Ooh. Silky Radiance. That's an unusual SPF bottle. It's more like a body wash. I like that.
Is it SPF?
Yeah. Guess what we're going to do?
Oh, I didn't
realise.
realise.
It smells so good.
Does it?
No. Oh my God. It smells like holidays.
Oh, it smells so nice.
Sorry, that is so nice. Oh, £36, I think that one is. Yeah. Okay, Ulta Maria began with a frustration I couldn't ignore. After nearly 2 decades building beauty brands and personal experience with UV-induced skin cancer, I saw from the inside just how broken the sun care category had become. The most effective products didn't fit into real life. They felt sticky, white paint, basically. In between, misinformation took hold, and blah. So, Ulta Maria brings 2 things back together with formulas grounded in science and beauty's most sensorial textures for daily use, high protection with powerful skin benefits on low UK exposures. Ulta Maria High Tide in Italian embodies the protective and transformative power of nature, inspired by the legend of Sant'Andrea, where a miraculous high tide saved the city of Amalfi. We've taken a refined science-backed approach to skin longevity by leveraging cutting-edge cosmetic innovation with centuries-old artistry of Italian craftsmanship. Wow, okay. And then we've got a moisturising, a nourishing body milk. And then a face. Go on. We are testing these, guys. And we will come back to you. And then we'll just do a couple more things. Oh, this one. House Labs. Ooh, they've sent their cult favourite lip innovation, Atomic Shake Lip Lacquer. Shake well, apply 1 thin layer, keep lips apart for 10-15 seconds, use a fan if available, shine all day. What? I'm scared. Oh, keep lips apart. Fan. What's happened?
It looks really nice. It's not as much colour. It looks really nice. It's not as much colour as I thought there'd be.
Maybe I didn't shake it enough.
But let me shake it.
No, because I'm scared you're going to get it everywhere. Remember that time you did the party popper and it was fun?
That was so funny.
Remember when Dawn did
Well,
like...
it wasn't funny.
It wasn't a confetti cannon like she thought it was a smoke gender reveal cannon and it went all over my newly painted ceiling.
It wasn't fun at the time.
I've never trusted us in not
It's funny
joking.
now we can look back.
How's it look?
Really nice, but I'm wondering whether it'll just last on the
Don't know.
lips.
God, we've done well. We've done 15 minutes. I think that's it, Dawn. That is it. We've done it.
Amazing.
Well done. You can tell Luann. Luann, you're good now.
Thanks, Luce.
Thank you. Right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you when we're back. Let us know what your favourites are. Is it glossy still?
No, it's like matte.
Shine all day. High shine.
I wouldn't say it was shiny.
I haven't done it right though, have I?
But it looks
Look at that.
subtle. The colour's really subtle.
All right. Maybe I need to try that better next time. Right, guys. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.